if you have a company that is not deep tech and all of your co-founders, they are too technical, you are lacking sometimes this business savviness. Something that I really, recommend, and this is something that I'm always challenging a lot the startups on, is early market validations. I think when you listen to founders, they're always telling you, no, we are too busy, building our tech or whatsoever. And I've seen some co-founders that were so hands-on and that understood since day zero, day minus, the importance of co-building, right? And having early, not necessarily revenue, of course, is always better, but early metrics. And this helps you so much, right? And I think it shows a lot your strengths as an entrepreneur and how hands-on you are, but also it will for sure, lead you to great successes versus the other ones, the European approach that is always develop first and then you sell. No, you should maybe take, well, the American approach sometimes is a bit too much on the extreme to sell things that you did not develop yet. I think the common ground of, co-development is the best, and many entrepreneurs are not doing that well because they find excuses. For me, you always have those three main pillars of developing your tech, then your market validation, so anything is linked to sales, and lastly, your funding. So you are raising to finance milestones of sales, but those milestones of sales, of course, are answering the needs with a specific solution, right? So you need to play and jungle with those three pillars, and you cannot focus too much on one, leaving the other ones aside, because unfortunately, this may create a big failure. I mean, I can tell you a lot of things as well linked to momentum. It's funny because I've been here for working for Plug and Play for almost a decade, and a lot of super interesting startups or technology I found back then with top-notch team, like everything was stellar. The only thing is they launched it and the momentum was not good. The market was not ready. Then you see some competitors doing exactly the same thing, like 2 years after, and rocking the boat. And you feel sad for the first mover, right? So sometimes being the first mover is not necessarily a plus. It can be, unfortunately, a big drawback.